I'm here today and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll sing, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby. And you are watching The Spiel with Angie and Jeff.
Hello, everybody.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
You just moved right in, didn't you?
That was cool. That felt so good.
With Jeff McGoy. You know him, you love him. If you haven't, you need to follow him on social media.
That's right.
You are that guy.
Oh, well, I just like to post stuff, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you how you do this.
Okay.
Are you, you're out there, you're looking, you see things on a daily basis. Are you constantly saving, you're taking pics? How do you know what you're gonna post and in what order, and how does that all come about?
Well, I have, there's my secret spots that I like to go to all the time to go and pick some, but then I can see one. Even if it feels good to me, then I'm gonna save it, and then when I just wake up in the morning, decide to post, then I just...
All those motivational sayings, those motivational terms.
Exactly.
What are a couple that have stuck with you that you really use and you pull out on occasion when you're having that rough day, that tough day? What do you like?
There's a Bruce Lee one about be like water that's important to me. I really like that one.
Be like water.
Yeah, it's a be like water, and how water just kind of free flows.
Okay.
It just kind of goes.
It can go around adversity, all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's a Muhammad Ali one about champions aren't built in gyms. And then my favorite is the Martin Luther King one, The Ultimate Measure of a Man. Those are probably the three of those ones that when times get a little challenging, I got to pull out one of those.
The one I held on to this week was, if you can't walk, crawl. Ooh. But by all means, keep moving.
Yeah,
that's
I like
it.
That.
You like that one? Yeah, that's right. That's it.
I like
that. Today's going to be a great show. It's about winning. You know, it's about even outside your age division, like doing some cool stuff. You know, you like to win?
I love to win, but also in losing there's a lesson, but winning is always fun.
That's right. Sometimes you have to lose to know what it feels like to win.
To win, yes.
How about that?
We're on a roll.
Aren't we? We are just, this is the good stuff right here. Julie's going, she's sweating. She's like, ooh, they are too good. I better get back to work. But anyway, okay, we have a ton of stuff, so shall we get to it?
Let's get to it.
All right, we'll be right back.
Coming up on The Spiel.
I am one of 3 women. I am just co-founder.
Okay.
All 3 of us have different stories, but all of 3 of them involve the loss of a child.
Let us help you.
I don't want your help. Don't you understand that?
I had such grand plans. He'd graduate from college, do something amazing. And now I just want him to not die.
It's the worst thing you could possibly imagine happening to your kids. You know, they're spiraling. There's no recourse on your part, and you don't know what to do, and you feel helpless.
We can all agree that time is by far our most valuable resource. The pace of life today makes saving time more important than ever. With the Bank of Heron new mobile app, you can deposit checks, transfer funds, or keep track of transactions and balances all from your phone. Use your Bank of Heron debit card with the new mobile app and save even more time for the things that matter most. Available now. Download on Apple Store or Google Play. The Bank of Heron. It's not just a bank, it's a relationship.
America's health centers serve more than 27 million people in more than 10,000 communities across the country. We want you to remember our healthcare heroes during National Health Center Week, August 12th to the 18th, because they provide a comprehensive set of services beyond primary care to millions of patients, and their services are still expanding. Celebrating health centers, home of America's healthcare heroes. crhpc.org.
Hidden beneath the canopy of Shawnee Forest Country exists a world left over from ancient times, where a sandstone fortress shelters a secret spring, and the brave of heart can scale the Devil's Backbone. Hike trails from the valley bottom up to the canyon ridge for unbelievable views of the forest below. Or swim in the clear, rocky waters of Bellsmith Springs. With more than 280,000 acres of Shawnee Forest Country, the only question is, what will you explore?
You know, just a few weeks ago, we had a discussion about when you go through something, you may not know why you're going through it at the time, but boy, it becomes really pronounced when someone else goes through that. Autumn Doan is here with us today. Tender Mercies Foundation. This is a tough topic for us to get into, but so needed and so important. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks.
Just for those who are not familiar, let's just back up, maybe share a little bit of your story, and then let's talk about what we're doing today.
Sure. So Tender Mercies Foundation was founded 3 years ago. I am one of 3 women. I am just co-founder.
Right.
There is Lauren, Martin, Casey, Fred, and myself.
Okay.
All 3 of us have different stories, but all of 3 of them involve the loss of a child.
Right.
So we had gotten together, Lauren being the last of the 3 of us to experience the loss of her child. She wanted to do something to give back, which we didn't know at the time how healing that could be.
Sure.
So we had done a little bit. We had attended a 5K that another mother had put on for her child. We saw action, and we saw what it looked like, and so that was in April.
You realized you weren't alone. I mean, you were
Absolutely.
such a large network. Okay.
The community that had come together, she had raised so much money, she had put it right back in. That event especially was able to fund and purchase what is called a cuddle cot at the Carbondale Memorial Hospital and other hospitals.
Okay.
And basically what that is it's a piece of equipment that is, it mimics a baby cradle, but it allows a mother and family to have time with their child. They can spend up to 72 hours with them.
Wow.
So the gift of time in a situation like this, I don't know if there's anything better.
Exactly.
And so that really touched us. And so we wanted to put something together and just do something simple and small. And as this thing has unfolded, it has just become, we have become a bridge for the community, for those that want to help, those who have experienced, those who now have experienced want to help.
Yeah.
All of that.
Because the pain is not going to go away.
Never.
You cannot sweep it under the rug. You can't say, just move on. You almost need to embrace it, to use it, and what you ladies have done is in such a positive way and made such a difference in so many others' lives. What is it that you found that's been most comforting outside just the network and knowing that someone else has gone through it? What are some of the other things that you do for them?
Well, so when they're in the hospital, we like to provide them with a box. Our boxes are handmade,
very nice.
Locally made.
Yeah.
This box actually was made by Mr. Joe Berkey. He recently passed.
Okay.
He was 90 years old when he made this box.
Wow.
He made quite a few of them. That was very much on his heart. And they are amazing quality. They're not gonna fall apart. You're never gonna get rid of them. The rest of your life, you will always have this box. He wanted something, just as we do, to give mothers to cherish forever.
Sure.
So we love to give them these boxes. All of this is free of charge.
Okay.
In the boxes, there's different things.
Okay.
We like to provide an elephant. This is, we've always called him Edwin.
Okay.
He comes with a certificate.
Aw.
And basically what he is he's something to hold on to. Because one of the hardest things when you enter a hospital to have a baby is to leave empty-handed.
Yeah.
He doesn't replace the baby.
Right.
But he is really, really good at absorbing tears, hugging on you, and loving on you, and just being there, being something to hold on to.
Right.
And when mom is ready and she's able to let him go for just a few minutes, then they can call us with the certificate, and we will take him and we will embroider baby's information on his ears for them. So they will have something forever. And we didn't know how impactful this would be, but now we do. The families that have come back, they really like him. He's soft, he's lovable, he's huggable.
Perfect.
You just can't beat it.
Perfect.
Then we also provide them with impression kits.
Okay.
These are special kits that are given to the hospital. The nurses will assist with this. This is unlike what you can buy at Hobby Lobby or local stores.
Sure.
These are made especially for the small children to do either their footprints or their handprints.
Okay.
So the nurse will take that and they will give them to mom in their box when they leave. It was on Lauren's heart. She really liked forget-me-nots. And so it seems so simple, but a little packet of flowers that you can plant and see bloom, that's just a reminder,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
These actually are not from us. Lauren had originally had the idea. We had went and bought seed packets, but another local group called Women of Hope had provided these to us.
Wow.
Which is to the moms.
Uh-huh.
Another mom, she had went out and she had bought a bunch of books.
Okay.
This same book helped her through the loss of her twins and multiple losses thereafter.
Okay.
She just really feels like this will help other moms.
Right.
She's included a butterfly. This reminds her of her daughters, and a story,
Yeah.
which gives them hope that they're not alone.
They're
in
not
that
alone.
moment.
Absolutely.
You know, and this
it
is-
helped her, so she's hoping it would help other people. So.
Yeah. And you never know.
Right.
You really never know.
Right.
It's different for everybody. And then there's the gowns.
Okay.
So the gowns are special. They're as little as can be, like this. This is our first gown ever made. They're a kimono back with the little babies. They're a little bit more tender, a little bit more care. We don't specify what these need to be used for. If a mom wants to use them during a funeral service, if a mom wants these to go immediately on her baby and hold them like that, if they want to just keep them, if the baby never wears them, that's okay too. We don't.
Are those from wedding dresses?
This actually is from a local wedding dress. Like I said, it was the first one we ever made. And we can probably get about 8 to 10 gowns of this size out of one wedding dress.
What a wonderful way to, instead of leaving it in your closet, make a difference.
And then this is a full term. And unfortunately, those are needed as well.
Wow.
Just a beautiful gown. One of the teachers actually at my children's school, she had heard about us and she wanted to make a gown, and so she had made this. And
wow.
And thankfully, we haven't had to use this one yet.
I think one of the beautiful things to come from such a personal tragedy and challenging situation is how the community seems like they've rallied around you three ladies to assist and to help with this. How big has the community really been, and surrounding communities, to your cause?
It's been amazing. I mean, we didn't expect, but what we've learned through this is that they needed an outlet, because it's one of those things where you see something so tragic happening in front of you and there's nothing you can really do to fix it, and you want to help but you don't know how. So like I said, we've become that bridge to this mom I think could use this, or let's have an event of some sorts, or say we have a mom that's coming back saying, I need to do something, I'm sitting still, I got to do something with this. So they can work with us. They can send out thank you notes. They can send out, they can stay at some of our events and do registration. Just the littlest things you wouldn't think could be so healing, but they are.
And the other thing to point out, many times I know people think, wow, what a somber event, and there's gloom and sadness, but in fact we're hearing that it's really it's a celebration of life, no matter the length, that God gave them to us, even for a fleeting moment. But it's also, it has to be a ray of hope and some gladness there to know that there are people there that just sometimes a hug, that they're going to take time out of their day to go hug somebody, because it's going to mean the world.
Well, and that's what we need more of. We need less fixers, and more lovers. That's what we do. When we go to the hospital, we don't anticipate going in to meet with the mom saying, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. We go in, we hold her hand, we hug on her if she'll let us, we'll pray with her,
Yeah.
And we'll say, what do you need? In this moment right here, because you got to figure especially in those most tender moments.
Yes.
She's sitting there, and what seems like an hour to us is a minute to her.
Right.
And imagine the things when the doctors come in, when the nurses come in, family comes in, friends come in, everybody's saying stuff. She's in a whirlwind, and she's trying to figure out what is reality right now.
Right.
And so she's not catching everything, and there are questions that need to be answered. Doctors and nurses, they do need things answered, but they've been very good about, let's just deal with this for now, and we'll move on later when it's more necessary.
Right. I think it is just that simple, just to be there and to let people know that they're not alone. Obviously, people are going to want to get involved. How do they find you, or what's the best way to take that next step?
Sure. Our most active site is our Facebook site,
Okay.
which is just Tender Mercies Foundation.
Okay.
And then we also have a website, tendermerciesfoundation.com.
Okay. So if you're a carpenter, get busy building boxes. If you have the wedding dress, obviously there's a need there. Just anything that you could come up with that maybe helped you in a time of struggle or heartache. You know what? Pass it on. I'm sure you guys are open to those ideas, right?
Oh, yeah. And we love going to the hospital and seeing little gifts that were given directly to them.
Yeah.
That touches our heart. You don't have to go through us, but if you need some guidance on some things that are really needed, we can help you there.
Awesome.
Right.
Good story, huh?
Wonderful story.
All right. Thank you so much. Good
Thank
luck to
you.
you.
Thank you.
We'll be
Great
right
job.
Storm within your broken bones, and be wild, 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 wild.
How was your experience on the show? How did it go?
Oh, I really enjoyed it. To be honest with you, I came in nervous because I wasn't sure about being in front of a camera, but sitting down with Angie and Jeff, I mean, they made it so easy, and it was just having a normal conversation, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm thankful that they invited us on the show.
Coming up on the Spiel.
So in this, you would just add some cream cheese, and I usually use 2 bricks of cream cheese, 2 bricks of cream cheese, and a whole pound of butter.
A whole
pound of butter, yep.
Okay.
Primary brand that we sell is Kubota.
It's been a very good line for us. We cater more to the sundown farmer, the hobby farmer, the guys that like to have the toys in the yard, work on their hunting properties.
Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 84 months and payments as low as $129 per month on the Kubota L2 501 tractor. See dealer for details.
We're a Kubota dealership. It's really about asking questions to try to deliver what the customer's expectations are. Our website, fbmacfoods.com. We're happy to talk with you via email or on the phone or come in.
Silkworm has a dedication to quality that's kind of unparalleled.
Logo design, t-shirts, promotional products.
We always strive to keep everything as consistent as possible and make sure that they're getting the same quality across everything they get.
Our customer service is top-notch. Customers are smiling.
You'll get an email that says, hey, that was a great job.
We're doing what we're passionate about.
We can provide what you're looking for.
Come in, check out our website, sit down, talk with one of the sales reps, and discover the Silkworm way.
Silkworm, we make great first impressions last.
The Shawnee National Forest is home to miles of unbelievable natural wonders. Plan your getaway at southernmostillinois.com.
You're watching The Spiel.
And we are spieling it in our Southside Lumber Kitchen, brought to you by none other than the good stuff, Prairie Farms.
And we're so excited today to have from Heron, Illinois, Granny Puckett's Cupcakes.
That's it, yay. And neither one of you look like Granny Puckett, so.
Yay, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Ladies, introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about your business first, because I know you're like all the rage. Everybody's going crazy. They got to have Granny Puckett's Cupcakes.
Okay.
Tell us about it.
My name's Tammy Chandler, and we started doing cupcakes out of my home a few years ago, and we got bigger and bigger and bigger, and Dr. Van Ecker was gracious enough to let us rent his kitchen at the old Annex building in Heron.
The old beautiful, if you ever drive through that strip there on 148, it's the the marquee, and it lights up, and it's gorgeous, and you have to kind of go behind the building to find you, but you're there.
In the drive-thru.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is?
I'm Holly Alexander. I am her daughter.
Really? See, look at that. Love that. The cupcake doesn't fall far from the baking dish. How about that? So it all began then with a love of the baking and the cupcake, or tell us that story.
Well, no, actually my husband was out of town. He works on the railroad, and he was out of town one weekend, or 1 week, and I loved to bake, but my oven, when we moved into our house, the oven always burned everything on the bottom. This is a true story.
Yeah.
Burned everything on the bottom, so you put all the love and ingredients into it, you bring it out, and the bottom's burnt.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to Sears, and I'm going to buy a new oven. So
while the hubby's away.
And that's
Good
exactly
for you.
what I did.
High five.
I did. And I had it installed, everything before he even came home. And
Awesome.
honest to goodness, we haven't stopped. We have not stopped baking.
It made all the difference, huh?
It
You're like,
did.
no more burned bottoms.
It was wonderful, a wonderful thing.
That's great.
yeah.
So what's one of your favorite dishes to bake? What's something that you really like to bake?
I love to make cinnamon rolls. I love to be creative with them, because it's not just your plain cinnamon rolls. It might be apple, walnut, pecan, or who knows what.
Infused.
You know what I mean? Pumpkin spice.
Do you do the infused? Now everybody infuses it.
Oh yeah.
The what? What is it?
Oreo.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pumpkin
that's a
spice was
showstopper.
last week. I love cinnamon rolls.
Absolutely. You know what's so interesting now is I think people are enamored with food. I think food, if you're a chef or if you bake, you're a rock star, you know, in the eyes of folks.
Thanks.
And the really cool thing is it probably doesn't take a lot of money to make these, but they look great and you can charge a lot.
Well, we try to stay affordable. I don't want to charge a lot. I want people that want a cupcake to be able to buy a cupcake. I'm just telling the truth. You know what I mean? If I want to go somewhere and I got $1 in my pocket, I'm like, somebody comes up and I only have $1 to take a cupcake.
There
you know
go.
what I mean?
Good deal.
I want to do that.
Okay, you're going to regret you said that, because people will be
No.
Can I have one of those cupcakes in there? Today, what do you want to make? You got a variety here.
Yeah.
What are you going to make for us
today we're going to do pumpkin, because everybody's the rage right now is pumpkin with the fall and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a pumpkin pecan cupcake today.
Very nice.
Yep.
Any desire to ever go on one of those cupcake wars?
Oh yeah, a million people have asked, you need to do that. You're like, I want to do that too. It'd be really, really fun. And
Does she have the nerves of steel to do that?
Absolutely not.
She would fall apart.
I would fall apart.
She got on there.
Okay.
I'd sure give it my best shot.
We should try to hook you up with that. Okay. Well, let's get right into it, because I know people at home are looking, and you said, it's so funny we put Prairie Farms right out here in front. You like to bake with Prairie Farms.
Love Prairie Farms butter.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
It's high in fat and great for my icing and stuff.
Awesome.
So anyway, we're going to do the pumpkin pecan today. So my pumpkin pecan is right here, and it has a graham cracker crust, which I didn't bring the graham crackers today to do that, but it has a graham cracker crust in the bottom. You could use a pecan graham cracker or vanilla wafer. You could do any kind of crust in the bottom, or pie crust even.
Be creative and take risks in the kitchen. Is that
Absolutely.
what you're telling me?
Yeah, you won't find one plain cupcake on that. Maybe a vanilla might be my plain on that cake pan there, but very pretty. Yeah,
Mom, it's pretty.
Yeah,
I like it.
So anyway, what you would do, I would mix my dry first, and so we start with my flour, and then I would do my sugars.
Okay.
Plain sugar first, and then just a half a teaspoon of my pumpkin spice.
Okay.
This is a kind of a different ingredient that I adopted in almost all of my cupcakes, and it's pudding, dry pudding. Dry pudding. Yeah, you can use it. I use it in a lot of my cupcakes. Yeah, it makes a very moist cupcake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So then, this is so easy. You don't even have to have your mixer or anything for it. which is incredible. Most of them I have to use my KitchenAids, but this is such a moist cupcake. Then you'll add some brown sugar, and then your pumpkin. And the very last, I'll add my eggs.
Okay.
And Holly, if you want to get on the other side of me, you can start scooping this out.
Okay. Well, we'll switch sides. Yeah, there we go.
I've noticed you got a variety of different type of cupcakes.
Yeah.
So for someone like me that's diabetic who still wants to enjoy some really good foods, what other type of cupcakes would you have?
Well, I finally mastered a gluten-free chocolate, which is, and that is a very good gluten-free chocolate, but the recipes are, you normally only have to switch the flour, you know, to make it a gluten-free product, but not all ingredients love the switch, you know what I mean? So you gotta do a lot of tweaking, and I'm working on some diabetic recipes right now, some sugar-frees, and some keto recipes also. So, and that's all. This pumpkin is gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be such a moist, very moist cupcake, and Holly's gonna scoop it into our liners. Yeah, let her go ahead and scoop that out. And while she's doing that, I'll start on the icing.
Okay.
So in this, you would just add some cream cheese. And I usually use 2 bricks of cream cheese, 2 bricks of cream cheese, and a whole pound of butter.
A whole
pound of butter. Yep.
Okay. Just because we need to.
Everything's room temp.
We really need to do that. That's
and just like, yeah. Okay, we're good.
So what we did was with the homemade icing, you also came in with, we added the powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Okay, after the butter, and then we came in with
a little bit of vanilla and a little
pumpkin.
more of the pumpkin syrup.
Okay, got it,
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
Very good. Okay, so the art of icing.
Yeah. So anyway, you just pipe the cream cheese icing on top. Start with a big old dollop and just do a little twist and twirl. And then I took, for this one, I took actually crumbled up a pumpkin cupcake, crumbled and mixed it with my pecans,
that's smart.
and put it on top. It gave it a lot of flavor. So
like
yeah,
that.
so you'll just crumble it on top.
I'm gonna have to let you take over because I want to sample.
I got you.
Okay.
And there it is. Yep. It's a white cupcake filled with strawberry filling, iced with Swiss meringue buttercream, and pie crust.
Oh my.
It has pie crust in the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
look, I'm going to eventually want to get around to all of them so that could get messy. In addition to the cupcakes, on some days you get lucky, and if you go through the drive-thru, you guys may have some offerings for lunch and things like that. So that's something for people to follow you on.
Absolutely. Yeah, I try to
social.
post every morning. Mhm.
Okay, great.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they find you online, Facebook?
Facebook only, yep.
Granny Puckett's
Granny Puckett's Cupcakes.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back.
Summer's end, and you feel that this is your beginning. Well, colors fade, but it's okay. There is good in changes.
All right, we're gonna have some fun. You guys want to do that today? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna play a game called.
All right.
Okay, we're
Let's
gonna
do
start
it.
with you. Give him something. What you got? Now, remember, we don't want to go to the ER, so kind of keep it, within Jeff's zone. There you go. That's it.
When you have questions about your pregnancy, you shouldn't have to wait for answers. That's why the Patient Support Center at Heartland Women's Healthcare handles more than 6,000 calls per week. Our patients can talk directly with a live nurse to get questions answered by a qualified professional. Patients can even use the Heartland Women's Healthcare app to get answers, pay a bill, or make their next appointment. When our patients have questions, we have a team dedicated to finding answers. Heartland Women's Healthcare.
If you've got stuff that needs storage, call the region's premier builder of storage buildings. From pre-built to custom-built buildings made to last a lifetime. K&K Portable Buildings. Visit kkportablebuildings.com.
At the Bank of Heron, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really, what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news. With the Bank of Heron mobile banking app, you can manage debit cards, find bank locations, monitor account activity, even make a deposit. Just a few of the ways our mobile banking app can save you a trip to the bank. We'd love for you to come see us, but now you don't have to. The Bank of Heron. It's not just a bank, it's mobile banking.
We offer a large selection of steel products.
We have the largest display in Southern Illinois. We carry probably the biggest selection of chains, chainsaws, accessories, chaps, helmet systems.
We do have a certified steel technician. All of my parts guys are silver certified steel technicians. We offer anything from chain sharpening with automatic chain sharpener to a large selection of parts and experience. And experience is just hard to come by these days. We're happy to talk with you via email or on the phone or come in.
These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the Spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you.
And the Spiel is all about recognizing talent, and today, my, do we have a group of talented young ladies here. Take a bow or a curtsy or what is it that you do? When you're like, thank you, I know I'm good. What do you do? Yay! Jeff says you deserve a round of applause. Sloan Dance Company out of West Frankfort, Illinois. You've heard of them. We've had some champions here before. Again, just back from New York, right, yes. Ladies? Again, gals, congratulations. So you went to New York and competed actually outside their age division and did quite well, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and pick that up, Teach. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, they normally at competitions would compete 8 and under because they're a 7 and 8 year old team. But at Worlds they competed 11 and under. So
wow.
Yeah, against 60 other teams from different countries and states and.
Okay. Yep. And as long as we can nail down first, second, or third, we've done something, right?
Yes.
So we got third.
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna go back and what? Win like first next year? Is that right? Okay. No hesitation. You're like, that is exactly right. So what do you think it was about the dance, the moves that made them stand out?
I think for them, especially with them being able to go to the Final Five and being one of the youngest teams there, it kind of made the judges watch a little bit just because they are like 6 and 7 and 8 year olds doing all of these hard technical tricks that you don't normally see these kids doing.
Right. There's some, I heard it's a diversified group. You've got flyers and what are some of the intense moves that they do?
They do anything from acro, from back handsprings and chest stands to throwing their leg up to their head and.
Okay. Jeff, those are all things you want to do, right?
Oh, it would be nice. It would be nice to do some of those things. Hey, ladies, I got a question. What's been the most fun part of this experience for you all?
The bows in your hair, right? You know what we're talking about. How about New York? Was New York kind of cool?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite part of New York?
My favorite part of New York was getting third in Worlds.
Oh, there you go. They listen to that. She's like, we just went to New York to get some business done right there. We got third, we decided to come on back. So, all right, we're going to have some fun. You guys want to do that today? Yeah. Okay, we're going to play a game called
All right.
Okay, we're going to start with you. Give him something. What you got? Now, remember, we don't want to go to the ER, so kind of keep it, within Jeff's zone. There you go. That's it. Okay, all right. That's good. Yay, good. What you got? What you got for him? Give him something. Hey, that's it.
Yeah.
That is excellent. What you got for him? Oh.
There you go. There you go.
That was good. Okay, this is Jeff's version of everything. Okay, I feel strong about that.
Oh, do that again. Do that again. I want to make sure we catch that right.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a good one. How about you? What you got? All right.
Good job, ladies.
I'm so very proud of all of their hard work and everything. At the beginning of the year, this is their first year competing together as a group, and they've exceeded every expectation that anybody had for them. They went through the year getting first at every single competition besides 2, and then getting 3rd at Worlds. It's incredible.
Good. Stay committed, okay? We'll look for you maybe in the Olympics one day or some World of Dance with J-Lo or whatever. I mean, you guys can go on with those kinds of things. So congratulations again, and thanks so much for coming out, gals. Okay, curtsy again or bow? All right, we'll be right back.
Remember when you told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones. And be wild, 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 wild.
To find out more about the Spiel or even watch past episodes, visit SPIELOn.com.
When you lose your teeth, you lose not just the ability to chew and eat and smile, which is a big thing, but you lose a part of yourself.
It was life-changing when I came into Dr. Hughes. It showed me videos and models, and these are the choices we had. These were the options.
Training matters, experience matters. The thing which is extremely important is compassion. It brings back your ability to chew, restoring a sense of dignity.
Come in and see Dr. Hughes, the greatest thing I ever did for myself.
We have a strong interest in supporting the farming community. Some of our lenders are actual farmers themselves, and so we understand both ends of the business.
Seeing farmers succeed has been a passion of mine.
It's awful nice to have a locally owned bank.
Legence Bank is a true community bank.
We want to make it so easy for our customers.
We're always on the cutting edge of new technology.
Remote deposit capture
allows for easy access.
There is a difference. If they come to Legence Bank, they'll see the difference.
Good morning to everyone. Thank you for coming out on this beautiful sunny day. I'm Kim Matroka, the CEO of Christopher Rural Health Planning Corporation. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today for our groundbreaking for our new building.
Unless you have a district that has the rural areas like the Illinois 12th, you don't understand how important it is to have those key locations where health care can be provided. For the staff that works so diligent and so hard to provide those needs, we want to say a special thank you.
What our goals are to build healthier communities and to serve the people. Today we're going to celebrate the 43,000 patients that Christopher Rural Health Planning Corporation takes care of across 11 sites throughout Southern Illinois.
Prairie Farms presents Did You Know with Chef Rob.
The new Chef Splendor sour cream dips from Prairie Farm. They're not just for dipping anymore. Use them as an incredibly flavorful sandwich spread, a great pasta sauce enhancer, and they come in 3 flavors: spicy ranch, roasted red pepper, and tzatziki, all made with real milk and cream, blended with vegetables and spices. It's just that simple. Check out our website at prairiefarms.com.
When I tried it, I felt better than I ever had, so I just kept on doing it.
Why?
I don't know.
I thought we were closer than most fathers and sons.
Dad,
this isn't us. This is not who we are.
Both of you, stop.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Estiloz with the SPIELOn Entertainment, and I'm here at the special red carpet screening of the new film, Beautiful Boy. And in just a moment, we'll be talking with actor Steve Carell about this powerful film that focuses on a young man's struggle with drug addiction.
My son is out there somewhere, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how to help him.
You can't.
I don't feel like I have a disease. This isn't like cancer. This is my choice. I put myself here.
I failed. I can't do it alone.
Steve, first of all, congratulations on the critical success for this film. It's got to make you feel really good.
It does. It's a tough story to tell, but people seem to be responding to it. My son has gone missing. Nicholas Sheff, S-H-E-F-F.
There's no one by that name, sir.
No, there are a number of gut-wrenching and emotional scenes in this film between you and Timothée Chalamet, especially during the diner scene.
You're just embarrassed because I was like this amazing thing, like your special creation or something, and you don't like who I am now.
Yeah? Who are you, Nick?
This is me, Dad. Here, this is who I am.
This is not you. This is not you, Nick.
What are you doing, huh? You always gotta be controlling everything all the time.
Let me book your room
No, Dad.
at a hotel for a couple of nights.
Dad. I don't want it to go like this.
How did you both get to the place where you could convey those emotions so genuinely and so sincerely?
He's such a good actor. You know, he's an easy person to think of as your son and to love like a son. He's a very good person, obviously really, really talented. But, we went through the script, we spent a lot of time with our director and got to know each other a little bit, but we hit it off almost instantly. So it was sort of easy in that way because we just had a very nice, warm connection with one another.
I get it. It'll pass, though. It always does.
What does?
The feeling of being alienated and isolated.
Huh, that really helps. Thanks for the advice, Dad.
Okay.
As a father, as a proud father, what in that role, that real life role, did you bring, or how did that influence your performance in this film?
Well, I think any parent who goes through something like this, any parent, period, would be terrified of having something like this happen in their lives. So I identified with it on that level for sure. And I don't know, it's the worst thing you could possibly imagine happening to your kids. You know, they're spiraling. There's no recourse on your part, and you don't know what to do, and you feel helpless.
Let us help you.
I don't want your help. Don't you understand that?
I had such grand plans. He'd graduate from college, do something amazing. And now I just want him to not die.
Who are you, Nick? This is me, Dad. Here, this is who I am. Now, I read that you found it hard after the filming to sort of, leave this on the table, to walk away from this project because it was so emotional. Can you get into that?
It was. At the end of the day, I think because it is so relatable, because it's a story that hits close to home for so many people, it was hard to kind of just let go. And thankfully, we shot it in Los Angeles, where I live, and I could go home and be with my wife and kids every night, and sort of knock wood that this hasn't happened to us.
Makes you appreciate your kids even more.
It really puts everything in a different context, yeah.
I need to find a way to fill this black hole in me. I still have a family. I want them to be proud of me. What you have, you're gonna find it again. You're gonna get it back. Do you know how much I love you? I love you more than everything.
Everything.
Everything. Everything.
Coming up on The Spiel, I'm Jason Pinkston, and this is your Backstage Pass. This week, Florida-Georgia line.
What's up, y'all? It's Tyler and Brian here. We're Florida-Georgia line.
I would encourage all of you to pay it forward and let that random act of kindness define us as a nation.
You'll know you're in Shawnee Forest Country when the hills rise up to meet you. When the fruit of the land seems to be waiting for you to pick it. Where at the end of every path, you'll find another reason to raise a toast. The Shawnee National Forest is home to miles of unbelievable natural wonders, adventure, wineries, and unique places to stay. That's how you'll know you're in Shawnee Forest Country. Plan your getaway at southernmostillinois.com.
You're watching The Spiel. I'm Jason Pinkston, and this is your Backstage Pass. This week, Florida-Georgia line.
What's up, y'all? It's Tyler and Brian here. We're Florida-Georgia line.
You're watching The Spiel with Angie and Julie.
Halfway through their stint on Luke Bryan's Dirt Road and Diaries tour, I had the chance to catch up with a couple of old friends of mine, Brian and Tyler of Florida-Georgia line. As a matter of fact, if you look really close, you can see me there, crisscrossing the country on an extensive summer tour to promote their smash album Here's to the Good Times hasn't stopped this duo from racking up accolades, including a very big nod from the Academy of Country Music.
Guys, ACM New Artist of the Year, tell me about it.
Man, it's been crazy. The last year and a half has been a wild ride for us, and kind of feel like we're living in a dream right now. But it's been awesome, and that just goes to show how great our fans are, how great country radio has been to us, and it's just fun getting to be a part of country music and watch this thing grow, man.
I echo what he had to say, man. Absolutely, we have the best fans in the world, man. We're living our dream right now. So if we feel like we're in a good spot, we're going to keep working hard and keep doing our thing.
Multi-week #1 with Cruise. Now, I know you got another one that's doing really well too. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, Shine On went #1 as well. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that our third single will do the same thing, and we're just riding this train as fast as it'll go, man.
Now, that's 2 consecutive singles #1s. That's a record, isn't it? Isn't that you broke a record, a long-standing record here?
Yeah, what was that? It was something since the 50s, man. I wish I knew the stat exactly, but it's been a few decades since a duo's come out with their first 2 singles being #1. So big honor and definitely a cool place to be, man.
And apparently for these two, another very cool place to be is where else but a truck.
Tell me the truth. Did you guys really start out writing songs on a tailgate of your truck? Whose truck was it?
Yeah, it was Tyler's truck. I mean, that's exactly how we got started. So, we knew we had something special, connection, songwriting as friends, and our voices blended well together. And so we hit the road, man, and kind of did our thing. We got an amazing team back in Nashville, from management to publicity to booking to publishing to our producer, everybody. So very lucky to be a part of something this special.
Is that an important thing to you, songwriting?
Yeah, that's kind of our passion, man. That's kind of why we do what we do. Get to be on stage and entertain and sing songs that we've written from our heart and stuff, and songs that even we maybe didn't write but connect with on on a level of wish we had written that or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of our that's our first passion is songwriting. So it helps as an artist as well.
Okay, all this stuff I've already mentioned, but you guys are also nominated for Video of the Year and a couple of other things with CMT. Why don't you tell us about that?
Man, we're pumped to be a part of that night. We've been watching those awards, since we were kids. So, to have our first video that we've ever made be nominated for, Video of the Year, it's a huge honor. So, Brian Lazaro directed that and did a great job with it. And, I think it speaks volumes to our fans. They really connected with it and enjoyed it, and they kind of do the same things we do. So. Hopefully we'll take home a win or, a couple. It'd be cool. It's going to be a good night either way.
Hey, we'll be rooting for you. And speaking of volumes and fans, the volumes of fans that have come out here to see you guys tonight, it's amazing. I don't know if you know this, but this is the first time in the history of this event that it's ever been sold out.
Great. Man, that's what they told us this afternoon. So it's pretty insane. 23 years this festival's been going on, they told us. So it's, man, we get news like that, it seems like every day or every other day, and it's just like mind-blowing. So, like I said, we got the best and most loyal fans in country music, and it's cool to see how see them come out and be so loyal. What's up, y'all? It's Tyler and Brian here, and we're Florida Georgia Line.
And you're watching The Spiel with Andy and Julie. Is it Angie?
Angie.
Let me do it.
Okay. I'll just say Andy.
What's up, y'all? It's your boys, Tyler and Brian. We're here. We're Florida Georgia Line. Let's do that again. Like that again? We're here. What's up, y'all? It's Tyler and Brian, and we're Florida Georgia Line.
You're watching The Spiel with Angie.
This has been Backstage Pass with Jason Pinkston.
Not only do we work for a bank that puts family first and encourages family first, we are actually a family within this bank.
It doesn't seem like work, it seems like fun. I'm extremely excited about the group of people that we have here. They are a group of people that we laugh together, we cry together, we fight together, we make up together. I get to come to work every day to a place I've never said, I don't want to go to work today.
It's not just a bank, it's a relationship.
Prairie Farms presents Did You Know with Chef Rob.
Did you know that Prairie Farms Dairy is owned by over 600 farm families? Locally produced, 100% real dairy, Prairie Farms. Check out our website at prairiefarms.com.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/SPIELOn.
You know him, you love him, you met him on the last show, Jeff McGoy, everybody.
Thank you very much, thank you very much.
You know what, it's a remarkable occurrence when you make such an impact as a guest. We bring you on as the host. Julie was a little upset that we cut her for you, but she'll get over it.
Thanks, Julie, appreciate it.
I would never do this with Julie because I would be afraid at what she might say. But, anytime we have someone guest co-host or come on, obviously we want a different take, a different perspective on life. So what's on your mind today?
The little things. Angie, the little things. I think that the little things are what are so important. And I think with our guests today, we were able to see the little things. We saw the little people who were able to do big things and championship things. We saw the little details as far as the ingredients to create something that's for everybody. But also it's the little things of the lives that touch one person and how that little thing that might be a big thing can also spread out and touch so many people.
Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
The truth. It is the little things, you know. And like you said, when we have people come through the studio and such, it's something that we do often, and we don't take it for granted because we love it just as much as they do, but it's something they'll never ever forget, that experience. So that's big, right?
That's big, huge.
That is huge. Hey, you know what I used or tried to use many times this week, and I'm pretty sure that I messed it up every time? What was the quarter analogy that you had?
Oh, the eye of the tiger.
Yeah, was it an uncle or somebody that told you the quarter
the
story?
Quarter,
the quarter
yes,
story.
I forgot
We'll
myself.
get to the eye of the tiger
Yeah,
in a
no,
second.
that was one of my mentors. He said, if you're having a difficult time, get out a quarter. He said, because if you flip it and it's tails, you're lagging behind, but you keep flipping it till you get heads, and then you're ahead of the game.
Look at that. I like it. I like it. Okay. Well, do you know what comes now?
What comes now?
On the show, on the end? Oh, you about to give it up that you haven't been watching, or what? You just turn it off when your segment's over, or what? What? Is that how it goes?
She put me on the spot.
Okay. Do you remember? I think there's a little bit of difference in our age, but do you remember that show years ago where it was the electric company? I think where they do the words and it comes out of their mouth and stuff. Well, we do that here on the Spiel.
Okay.
You already knew this,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I knew that. I did remember that. I think I know what the word is. That's
What is it?
I'm about.
What's the word today?
I can't remember, but I remember you saying something on the
I
word.
changed it. I changed it on you. Okay, this show, like you said, it was the little things. It's about encouraging one another, building one another up. So I think we should go with fortification.
Fortification.
Okay?
Fortification.
Fortification. Right?
Yes.
And you know why? That is a defensive wall or other reinforcement built to strengthen a place. It says against attack, but we're not going to go that far. It's just fortification, okay? We build each other up, we fortify one another, and we're there and we're strong together. How about that? You like it?
Yeah,
all right, listen, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 syllables. Okay, so there will be a fortification, okay?
Got it.
And we're going to get it. You
All
feel
right.
good?
Yeah, I got
you feel,
it.
You
I'm
feel
ready.
good?
We
All
got
right.
this. Teamwork.
Break.
All right.
All right, even though you are an FSU fan and I'm Auburn, War Eagle, okay? Yeah, we weren't going to get into that, but we might. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Fortification.
Yes.
You did it! See, look at that. He's a champion. All right, you got to come back again.
Yes, I'd love to.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you for
see you
having
next
me.
week.